Well, in recent years, there's been a lot of talk about Boise and the fast-moving changes the city has seen. Longtime Boiseans, they've seen it. And Boise, it's a secret no more. It's actually one of the hottest spots for people to move to over the last 5 years. And if you zoom out even further in the lens of context, further than the last 5 years, we can talk about the last 75 years. How about this? 1947, Boise in the Treasure Valley looked and operated in a whole different world. Hard to comprehend. And there are some constants, of course. State Capitol, the foothills, still there, the river, still running through, all constants. But something else has also remained a constant in Boise for the last 75 years. A candy store that still makes fresh chocolates and candies right here in the City of Trees. You know what I'm talking about? Lee's Candies on Vista in Boise. They're celebrating their 75th anniversary, which is a very impressive anniversary. So we stopped by the local operation to learn about the legacy of Lee's, something that you may have driven by for years in Boise without even knowing their full story. We're also going to tell you the story behind their beloved original recipes. A lot has changed over the years, but time seems to slow down behind these doors. Lee's Candies.
Lee's has been in business for 75 years. This year, it's our 75th anniversary.
There are a lot of constants in this chocolate shop. Longtime customers can taste it.
Yeah, it's been here forever. And the recipes that we use today are the same recipes that Lee Knockleby started with when he opened the business back in 1947.
Back in 1947, Lee's Candies opened in downtown Boise. Candy connoisseur L.G. Knockleby worked with his son, Lee, to open the store after traveling the country, searching for the greatest candy recipes.
And this is Lee Knockleby right there.
The story goes, Lee's Candies was a hit, and before too long, the operation run by Lee moved to the storefront still known as home today. The Knockleby notion always remained the same. Never change your quality. That was an important message Lee instilled in his son, Curtis, who took over in 1986. And that message was passed on to a new family in 2021.
This is from the original store too. So we try and keep some things the same.
The Knockleby family passed the torch to Katie Fernandez and her father, Ken, a new family duo.
I was looking for something fun to do, so we decided to take it over.
Katie is relatively new to the candy game, but she has a deep appreciation and value for the Lee legacy.
It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. And you know, we knew it would be hard, but you don't know what you don't know until you start doing it. I realized there was a really high standard to uphold. We have customers coming in all the time saying, you know, my grandma used to take me when I was a little kid.
Longtime customers know this. Newcomers may be surprised. The bulk of chocolates and candies here are so fresh because they're made just steps away from the storefront.
It's a lot of work. So it's a lot of work so you can eat more of it, right? Burning all those calories.
The team here is full speed ahead, carrying on the exact same recipes L.G. Knockleby came up with when Harry Truman was president.
Like this is really is a legacy, so there's a little bit of pressure there.
It was hard not to get hooked though. Katie remembers the moment she knew this was for her, watching the candy come to life.
One of the clerks handed me one. She's like, do you want to try one? Right off the belt. Put it in my mouth. I was like, that is one of the best things I have ever eaten.
Consistency is king over the past 75 years. The team here learned that from customers, families that have shared chocolate creations for generations.
We try to keep the feel a lot the same, and that's something I learned early on when I took over. People would come in. I was like, oh, can we do this? We'll change this. And as I started to visit with the customers, they like it the way it is. They don't want it to change. They want to come in and be able to feel that nostalgia. We almost always do a batch like this in the morning.
Katie and company handcraft chocolates, caramels, and much more, taking each creation down to the finest detail. This team takes great pride in celebrating the legacy of Lee's.
They are incredible. I have an amazing staff. It's really nice to be able to step away and know that everything is being handled.
The Fernandez family is also focused on the future, the next 75 years.
Every single day, anytime I get to work with customers, I hear some story about what Lee's has meant to their family and you know, how long they've been coming and how important it is to them.
My hard-hitting question, does the chocolate ever get old? The crew has to take a taste, right? You know, quality control.
I do. I eat candy every day. I mean, how can you not? It's right there and it's so good. Sometimes I do get in the car at the end of the day and I'm like, oh, I smell like chocolate. That never gets old.
So I found out while I was visiting with the staff at Lee's, including Katie, the owner, that their busy time, of course, is around the holidays. And while we were there, they were actually starting to package up all of the holiday orders, which was funny because we were there on a day that was 105 degrees outside. Part of this, though, is that the candy team, they understand that during the summertime, chocolate treats, they aren't as coveted because, well, the summer temperatures, they could really melt them down. So if you are looking to get your holiday treats, though, they are starting to get those ready right now.